And my thing is, when you guys set 8% and you say it's 8%, there should be no more negotiation. You guys are setting it.
Well, yeah, that they should be told that.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
Well, and just food for thought here, have you two heard anything about the billboards that are going on?
Oh, they're up.
No, they're not. Oh, I'm not hearing about them.
What's that?
Department of Health has got a great big billboard out here north of town. They got one down south. I ain't sure if they got another one or.
Who's paying us for that?
They'll
Oh,
probably
that
say
would
they
be
have a
good.
grant for it.
They have a grant.
That'll be my guess is what they'll say. I don't know.
Wow. You just coming into Tama, Toledo, Tama? Tama, Toledo.
Never seen that.
What?
You can't tell me them are cheap.
How's about the ad in the paper? I've been asked about that.
Well, they do have an advertising line in their budget, so I'm guessing that's coming out of there.
Because they put some pretty good sized ads in the paper. I've heard about them too.
Yep.
I said, I had one person tell me,
I can go look and see what, well, actually.
if they can afford to put billboards up like that, they don't need
Well, they
county
got-
taxpayers.
They got plenty of money.
They've got grants for, if they've got grants for
I
the
hear
billboard,
something.
you can't,
So in their
Discount that against
advertising
their
line,
budget.
they have budgeted $8,000.
What's that?
In their advertising line, they have budgeted 8,000. So I don't know if the billboards are coming out of that, but I know their newspaper ones are probably coming out of that budget.
Well, I know they probably have to advertise,
Yeah.
people that know what's
Billboards.
going on, but I don't, that's a good one.
I can't imagine $8,000 to cover it.
It's not gonna cover, nowadays, it's not gonna cover too much,
It doesn't cover much of the
in
paper.
the paper anymore.
A little bitty, well, that little bitty thank you ad we had for the nativity thing, that was over $40. That was a little,
Yeah, it's terrible.
Expensive.
So,
Okay.
just wanted to make you aware of that, so their budget will be up a little higher than what you guys did approve, but
Okay.
because
It
of
was,
that.
30-something% higher this go around,
30,
2 or 3 or 4.
something like that.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, it was healthy. Okay.
So I'll go grab my stuff and I will be back.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll, Pete Papelka.
Yeah, you want to see the dog?
Pete Papelka.
Pete?
Yeah.
is Pete related to Steve?
Well, I think they're all related.
I don't, yeah, I'm sure he's related somehow, but.
You don't live up there with him?
He was mowing, he was one of the guys that was mowing out in South Town,
Who's that?
Steve Belka.
Oh, Steve? Yeah.
And we had cattle across the road that had a fence along there, electric fence, off the road maybe, 10 feet. And so he and some other guy came out and worked with the county. And I was having a pretty bad day, and they came up to me, and that's when Gummer was engineer. And he said, you tell Anderson to move that fence. So they told me, I said,
Hi.
you tell Gummer if he wants to talk to me, come out. He
I was looking at the
said he
calendar,
has-
sorry.
Oh, and I said some pretty colorful language. And he never forgot that. You ever remember that time you came out, boy, you said, you really chewed Gummer's ass up? I said,
Well.
you know, the roads were bad, a lot of chuck holes, you know, I called him, I said, yeah, so talk to us. How are you?
Good.
Hi.
Your name is?
I'm Joe Hoyt.
Okay,
Dr.
yep,
Dr.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. What's your dad's name?
Ed?
Ed, right, yeah.
Yep.
He's my age, right around that age.
Yeah. And we had all kinds of brothers.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what has been wrong with Potsy the last couple of years, but man, he's lost weight, big time. Have you seen it? Is he still mowing? They're late for number, huh?
Yeah. He hadn't called me to, or anything.
Did you guys get the email from the guys that were in here last, I think it was about the time they were, it must have been last spring maybe, they were from up from the very corner.
Tommy's supposed to be here today.
Okay, yeah, did he send you an email?
Yeah, Tommy and
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yeah.
Webking.
Rebke, yep,
Yeah.
that's his name.
Yeah.
Why can I not remember? Weebison, I always get Weebison.
Oh,
Weeby, Weeby.
What do they want?
They're the ones that think we ought to contract with the farmers to help
Oh.
in these blizzards and stuff.
I did, I got the rest. There it is.
Yeah, I didn't print it off, I read it and stuff.
Well, yeah, I was gonna, I say.
Because they had sent, Ben something about it too, a contract that, I don't know where they found it.
Jasper County had it, I think.
Jasper County?
Yeah.
Because I knew, Tim, I had talked to Tim one day, down here at, don't fuck up, but, Quick Start. And he said he knew that Jasper County did. They work with farmers like that. So,
I mean, yeah, get some sort of,
Hey, especially, I'm good friends with Tommy and Ryan too, and that's what we.
what's
kinda-
Tommy's last name?
Keel, is that how you say it?
yeah, I think he's the one that actually sent me.
Yeah, he is the one that's found all that stuff and wrote it up.
Okay. Does
Um,
he live in Tama County or?
where the farm's at is in Tama County.
Okay, 'cause I
Where his
think he
folks
was-
live is Tama County. His physical address, like all of his farm ground and family farm ground is Tama County.
Yeah, but he lives just across into Grundy, doesn't
He
he?
might be, yeah.
I think so, cause
Yeah.
I've talked to him a couple times.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Cause I know like Ryan's had stuff delivered to his house, like on different occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm kinda like Ryan, I'm right on the edge of my guy's route for moving snow,
Uh-huh.
so.
President, maybe.
Yeah, I had met with, Ryan and Tommy one day
Yeah.
over Vina, and, we had talked.
Oh,
I told him, I said, this last one, this was an unusual.
Correct,
I
correct.
mean, the guys were doing everything they can.
Yeah. And then that's what we were talking, I think like that, this last storm situation is where having a couple guys that you can call on.
Yeah,
You know, cause look at the rest of the year, you know, we might not have another snowstorm the way it's looking. So why, if the horsepower and the snow blowers are out there in the country, why does the county need to buy that equipment to stay around when I feel like I gotta have that snow blower right now in case I gotta get to my hogs?
What do you think would be a fair rate to do that? So much an hour?
Yeah, I think it'd probably be an hourly deal and,
You just be on your honor to keep track
I
of
mean,
hours?
we kinda even talked, even if we kinda linked up with one or two maintainer men and they call and, or, you know, if we could talk about it, like, hey, well, I know you guys had that, I have a hog building right there on an avenue where you guys had that ambulance call
Oh,
deal going on,
They got stuck.
and they all got stuck.
yeah, we got 3 blades stuck.
Yeah, so right there, you guys had, what, 3 hours of basically nothing getting done for 3 guys
Yeah.
Yeah.
in that situation.
Mhm.
What do you got for a snowblower? Fair?
Well, it's a fan, dual fan, yeah, yep.
You-
Which that's what, I blew the belt on it, and I just bought it, really didn't know much about the machine, well, I couldn't get out to get a belt.
Oh, no.
You know, I was stuck there with the skid loader, I had my big blower ready, and I blew the belt, getting a feed truck unstuck, and, yeah.
Hmm.
But in, you know, in a situation like this, I think that would be
Yeah.
a huge help for both sides.
I think it would too, have a list of people, just not let everybody do it.
Yeah, you can't have everybody with a
Yeah.
50-horse tractor and a 7-foot snow blower do it, but
Yeah.
that's what I got, 3 hog sites, cattle sites, you know, stuff like that. I almost have to have something
Sure
big
you do.
anyway,
Sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's just,
that's kinda where we're coming
it's
from on
a
that deal.
on-call thing.
Yeah.
When we call you, you come out.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we're having a hell of a, we got 24 inches of snow in 3 days and
And that's about what they have.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we won't start seeing, you know, look at the rains that we're getting and the storms everywhere, and the weather that we had right after it now, and what the mess is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
if we have one snow event like that a year, it don't make sense for you guys to have 3-4 of them big blowers
Yeah.
and hire 4 more guys full-time just for 1 or 2 snowstorms.
It's not a bad idea, and every year we don't get one of these.
Yeah, yeah,
It's been probably
Yeah, it
10 years
does.
since we had one.
yeah. Yep,
No, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Come up with some kind of,
yeah.
so, is somebody gonna bring, their agreement with Jasper County in?
I think it got emailed,
Yeah, it got emailed.
yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Tommy said he was gonna be here, I don't know, I haven't heard from him this morning.
Karen, you gotta be liking it in here. It feels like Mom said, it feels like a heat lamp's on or something.
I mean, it could be a little warmer.
Trying to put us all to sleep, aren't you?
Are you in charge of the thermostat?
You absolutely, I did not touch it, I wanted to, but I did not touch it.
I know you
Clean
did.
the
I think you're doing
building for
good.
the next
What's
few
that?
days.
I would have it at like 80.
That, he's looking at
Oh,
this here.
I haven't got to it.
They're having a assessors meeting Thursday at 6:00. We told Farm Bureau it would be at their place.
I was
Might
gonna
go
say, we
outside
said
for a
we're
while.
gonna be at the Farm Bureau at 6:00.
So, we're either gonna call Farm Bureau, tell them we're not gonna come.
Okay.
Or wait here. What do you guys wanna do? Can't be both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the assessors is probably
A little more
a
important,
little
I
more
would think.
Well, that's what I'd choose.
Okay.
Farm Bureau just kinda wants to know
What's going on?
Tax is gonna go up and,
Yeah.
what we've been doing, so.
I would say we probably should go to the assessor.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah,
That's Thursday.
Yeah, you want-
Thursday
Yeah,
at 6.
I'll
You wanna call them, let them know.
Yep.
Thursday to
Thursday at 6. So instead of being a block down the street, you can be here. Or half a block down the street.
Okay.
And if they wanna do it next month, we can probably do it next month, cause we guys,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think next month slows down a little.
we can see, just see what they say.
Okay.
If they have questions, just tell them we're not raising taxes. That'll make them happy.
Might not
I
want-
say, they,
might
but
not
no, not
want-
right, I won't put you, yeah, I won't tie you down.
They wanna tell them we're not gonna change the rates.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
The millage will stay the same
Yeah.
with valuations and all that, so.
Oh, yeah. That you can't help.
No.
So Thursday will be the first.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, put admin building on there instead of budget put on. Cause I'm sure it'll be in our office here.
6 p.m.
Yes. Did you get this letter, Kurt?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got it.
I just haven't opened it yet, yeah.
Oh, Frank Elba, that was a long day. And Wednesday, we got the libraries at 9, here,
That's Wednesday.
yeah.
Nine o'clock in the morning at,
Yeah, Clutier Library. falls on a landfill meeting day. Boy, to get it done down there and then get back up there to the landfill meeting, that, you gotta move it. I've always made it, but
Hammer down.
What union group are we talking about today?
I'm not sure, Laura doesn't usually sit on those, so I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if Tammy's gonna want me in here, or.
or contract.
Maybe it's just like,
Is Tammy gonna be here?
Yes,
I'm sure she would be.
yes.
Because last week she told me Craig has a infusion in Iowa City today.
Isn't she supposed to be here for herself today?
No, that's next Monday.
Better take better notes.
Yeah, she told me that she was not going to be able to be here today because Craig had an infusion
No, I
today.
answered her phone down at her office, but I know that's
He
her
had to
thing.
take him down there for the infusion.
So,
You guys get through that contract. You ain't changing anything.
there you are.
yeah, JJ, I think this.
No.
this-
Give them a raise and they got a week's vacation.
Well, I almost skidded through the intersection of 8 and V18, so yeah, we were pretty close to it. I was going like 10.
Vacation?
Anybody starts arguing.
It's not my fault the state didn't salt the highway intersection.
Argue about that, so, okay, well, then take your vacation.
25 years, best fucking guy I ever had.
Bummer.
And sometimes they were 3% per year.
Well, they sanded V18, they didn't salt
Or something
the
like that. I mean, that's hard to keep.
Yeah, that was weird, because usually state highways better than county. And it was
8%
like,
or the 3%.
I was like slowing down to turn and
Wow,
it
it was.
just going straight through the intersection. Just at least I didn't like angle it into the ditch or something, but it was like.
Yeah, I just thought that was what everybody got. I
Driving,
never
usually
really
you kind of
think
feel
about
like
it.
skid and feel it, because you're like, this is just trying to turn it.
So the ABS work?
What?
Did your ABS go through
There was times
No,
we get,
what,
30 and I just.
maybe a little bit,
all right.
yeah.
Who the hell's doing all the chores if you guys are coming in?
Right?
Not good health, right?
Yeah, this morning it's actually froze.
Hey, I could be hauling there today, guys.
I know.
I got one on right now. Yeah, finally. Didn't know if it was gonna cool off enough for that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Sure, buddy out the field, so know that.
Means hopefully it's going in there.
And that's what
Yeah, they're here. One was there.
Charge 2
You got jumpers, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And that's good, yeah. I kinda said there.
Charge up one and then go right
About
through.
half this. About half this.
Well, and if you have a conflict, suggesting something. If you keep telling them whatever they're suggesting, person that sits there and think, what am I even here for? That's right. You're gonna do what you wanna do anyway. So, and they check things out. They know what's going on. Or I hope they do.
And it's in the garage.
I'll be appointed out.
So, yeah. So I'm also now, so maybe 2 or 3 days.
You think what?
They didn't leave you guys alone. They didn't leave you out.
Yeah.
Three of them in here. So every one of our garbage cans got.
Literally 50 mile an hour, dead straight, and it just caught a wind or something, and he started. There was one in the ditch right north of there already, yeah, he was just up at midway.
This here will have to discuss.
Yeah, was telling them about skidded through V18 and 8 intersections, so I was trying to turn on V18, I'm like, this is a state highway, what do we do?
Black ice is in that area.
Just out of curiosity, we have a pretty usual cast of characters here, we have 3 new guys this morning, so welcome.
We're northern Dane County. We're here for snow removal stuff.
Okay.
Talk about the roads.
Cool. I live in Dysart, so yeah, it's a fun little trek down here every week. Mom lived here too.
Well,
I live outside of town.
I would assume it's your church out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just right off V18 on 220, across from Hutchins.
They probably wanna talk with the engineers here.
Oh, yeah.
These guys.
Us northerners got us stick together.
That's right.
Well, Richard comes from Dysart too, so.
Well, I think we get the contract with Jasper.
Barely.
The south.
Montour.
Yeah.
She must be like in the scene.
Yeah, I think so. It's just some of this, what we got.
Well, absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
kidding Jen because she likes it hot. Like I already touched it.
Man, those places,
Yeah, I
there's
know.
half dozen places out of town.
Because of the moisture. It's
gonna be bad for their building. So the only thing is you're gonna have a lot of people,
Let's see.
you're gonna have contracts with some people, but some of these other people are gonna get antsy and they're gonna wanna dig themselves out and get paid too.
Well,
Way warmer than that.
he wants us to know whatever.
Especially.
I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So she doesn't take care of her.
This is what
Yeah.
y'all talk about.
She has that. She can just leave her out there.
Yeah, that's okay. We can only talk about it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
But I think we need to get like comparisons.
Yeah. But it would make sense.
I can't look for a contract.
Especially with changing states, weather events.
My emails.
Oh.
Because you put it in.
Could be that they were
Word and that kind of stuff.
I just start hitting buttons. I just start hitting buttons.
I suppose there's some you can
Karen, it feels way warmer than 70 in here. I just
I
checked.
swear I did
No,
not touch it.
doesn't it though? It feels warmer than 70.
This is just our
Fine.
final resolution.
I was like expecting 95 when I went to check.
I told him, I'm like, you touch it, I'll get yelled at.
We keep our houses.
Me
Yeah.
too, by
During the
then.
day.
Yeah, that's, this is.
You'll be rolling your sleeves up further here pretty soon. Yeah, yeah.
I was baking Saturday, yeah.
I'd rather wear a hoodie around than be
Tomorrow?
comfortable in a t-shirt. And usually I am comfortable, except if you're doing stuff. Sitting and watching TV, just snuggling along.
Yes, down
Like, why waste money?
Yeah. Propane tank, I keep track of it. On a regular basis, just to see. I mean, it'll go, Sarah has some of that in here. Very close to her. And then, a couple, 3 weeks, it was like 10%.
Get an extra layer.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have, Jasper County's contract?
This is the proposal I made up based on Clinton counties. I can find Jasper County.
No, that's fine, I just like, if
Yeah.
we won't run 3 copies of this for us.
Yeah, you can. I was looking at some other counties this morning too, just to see, you know, everyone does a little bit different, but just interesting to see what's out there on people's websites. Yeah.
How do they charge, by the hour?
Well, so on the other websites, and the other stuff I was finding, it was usually pertaining to like either a building or a small district where it's like that's, and it had itemized out with scooping sidewalk, moving snow from the road, pushing snow back. They had different rates set up for everything. So I think I wasn't able to find any that were where the county was contracting out the like secondary road snow blowing, but they contracted out all the, whether it's municipal property or something in the county specific property or something like that. So, and then just trying to hunt around on other websites as far as like, what's their stated policy or goal for when they think, you know, how and when the road should be open. And most of the time you see like 2 to 3 days, up to 2 to 3 days following a storm, which as a general goal, I think is good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You sit there and yell to see the sun all the time, and then come in here and shine right through them walk and talk.
It just puts you in a better mood.
Yeah.
$350 an hour is what they're suggesting.
That's just a placeholder, and I think I highlighted everything in there, but all just placeholders. I pulled up Iowa State, like their
Yeah.
custom work survey.
Yeah.
They have a number in there that's per foot of blower per hour. They had 11 responses, so it's not, that's a starting point. They have per tractor horsepower per hour, so you could try to arrive at it different ways.
They got all split all kinds of
Yeah.
things for everything.
But yeah, all that in there is just kind of a proposal. Obviously, anything could be tweaked.
Yeah.
So that's why I like those big blowers, like I was looking at, and, 11.5 foot blower to cover duals on a tractor. And the horsepower requirement on that is 300 to 375
Yeah,
horse.
yeah, you need to.
I mean,
you need to
yeah.
get pony on that.
And that's a $45,000 snow blower,
Yeah.
on a $400,000 tractor.
What are your horsepower on your guys' units? Do you know?
Oh, I suppose they're that much. in it.
Yeah, our trucks had 450 at those last max, I think,
Mm.
but they
And
still.
that's a separate engine just for on the blower, right,
Yeah,
on that?
right.
On our big,
Yeah.
our blowers,
Yeah.
yeah, they're big,
Yep.
and we usually don't,
Hi, Karen.
those really don't give us problems, those are good motors. Where we're breaking down is the chassis in that motor
Yeah.
and things, it just,
And all the calling around looking for, people or places that still had some of these big commercial blowers for sale. It's kind of funny, two places I called up, Northwest Iowa and South Dakota, had sold all their inventory to Nebraska counties. They were buying them there because they needed more blowers or needed to update or whatever, so
yeah,
we aren't the only place.
yeah.
South Dakota doesn't.
That was a,
snow.
there was a point in time where the big decision had to be made. We're gonna put 50 to 80,000 in these, we have two. We're gonna put that much money in it,
I'll tell you, after this.
keep them going, and they're already 50, 60 years old.
Yeah.
Or are we gonna spend, 400,000 or 500,000 to try to get something that's not gonna break down,
In
and
3 days, this fall.
it went with fixing them. I wasn't a supervisor then, we just complained about them then as workers.
Do you guys have, I think a lot of these outfits make powered units that would go on like the front of a payloader? And so then counties could have a payloader that you don't have to have the whole rig necessarily.
We talked about that, because
Is that what you're-
the ones down at the one at the shop is plenty big enough.
How many payloaders are we have?
Well, probably only one that can probably run that.
We bail out those things,
Oh, sure.
and boy, that really helps. But,
Then we just got that other one, I don't even want.
Believe a third of them or half of them.
Oh, no, we don't, we have that one in Traer. That Traer one might be here, that might be, we might have two.
So then you run into the issue of how you're loading because you're using them to load sand.
Those are, yeah, some sand and stuff.
As
So
a
it
truck
could
driver,
maybe be switched during the storm, like right away,
We
but
have
then they
to.
gotta get right back to service.
I mean, it's easy.
There's 490
You're a town person, most of them.
Yeah, we,
We're gonna take 3 with the highway cleared off, that could be kind of.
the temperature's down enough, or the wind's blowing, they're not gonna,
I bet it's.
Train anyways.
My wife's a man.
if there's a will, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
What's
it's
the number of kids in the class? She factored it all in. And we can't, it's probably evenly divided.
You saw what we
We
want
can't,
this
the list
to
still, state
Dump
approves,
some money in
once the
this.
state approves, I can.
Garbage.
Right now, the county.
Do they?
You know what?
Oh, no.
You comprehend.
We got a little
Yeah,
tractor.
well, I got this little house.
Yeah, Ford
So I
tractor.
got this little house. I didn't realize that's what that first $2,000 house
No,
was.
that's before traffic.
Big enough.
We just have to make sure they park in the right place so they don't run up the
Some
ramp.
of them
That's
are
probably
so.
45
It's
minutes
started
ago,
with,
you had that
be here,
house way back when it was-
It's not like you're Amazon.
I know.
Well, they got two nephews.
Yeah, we're not.
They don't get involved in the stupid election, it's them. Sometimes it's I mean, I have people.
Yeah, they do.
No, they have that, they got that shop that
I listen to you.
which is a step up, that drivers was that way.
When they came in.
Slow, out in the elements.
That's what happens.
She grew up there too.
But I just, one person, they were talking to each other, so right now, what's.
Yeah, our
Both sides.
loading capacity for snow and stuff.
There was not
good.
good signs that.
Well, that's what
That was indicated.
was over in here.
And they really are.
You know, so. No.
But they don't load there.
No, they don't. They come
I
here.
told
Yeah.
somebody else, in Nebraska.
The only time they load there is when you're out to go start driving.
It's so scary.
Is it?
Salt.
Oh.
And I know
Chelsea and.
Over there,
he ended up being there. He died here.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times. That damn wire.
yeah, that was, they were doing that. I don't like that wire right there.
Oh, they do stuff right now.
Regardless, he was trustworthy.
Just tell them all you know, 'cause I think
I just was over. You can't on them twice.
Yes, they
I haven't.
did. And then they came up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not convinced. But that's,
Well, then it got
it's nice.
I got a problem with that.
Well, it's nice when you do it because
My expectation is if you do that.
15 cheaper.
Like doing that.
So we stopped.
Most people don't tell you what's
But
not.
we were at one. I don't know.
That was.
They're texted to
So, yeah,
It's not stuff.
And then you've got your parade season, and then you've got.
We have no respect. That's it.
I wonder what
Exactly where, just kept going to where we want to dump it. In the spring or whenever.
Yeah.
So it's still the same thing, you should go for it, or at that point to be dumped. You just don't have time.
Anyway, there's a lot of stuff.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
at least two
I think we started busy.
I had her
Yeah.
It's fine as long as the board's stuff open and
taking them out for bills.
the busy stuff. We don't have, we have no parade stretch, do
you run it. You don't see that.
rush out there that's causing.
It's all the slide.
They're busy because they're going out and doing.
I heard somebody that might consider it, they hadn't heard it.
Heard, when you get the new job, does that come with glasses? Cause now you gotta see more to
Yep,
hold the job.
bigger. I told him, I said, I'm going bigger.
So you can read.
And I got kicked in the first wrestling meet I officiated, I got kicked in the head, my glasses went flying, and they're just put together with the nose piece.
What were you doing down there that?
Yeah,
Well,
you're not wrestling, you're.
I was trying to see if
You're
there
just
was
supposed to be watching.
I was trying to see if there was gonna be a fall, and for some ungodly reason,
It was a women's band, right?
no. Those you don't know what's gonna happen next either. They flipped when they shouldn't have been able to flip, is what happened. It's like, I
That'll-
seen a shadow come around, I thought, what the, boom! Okay, I guess I'm gonna keep going all the way up. Nope, it's good.
Hey, Jim.
Jim?
Walking Eagle has returned.
Flying eagle.
No, Walking Eagle.
That's right, yeah, that's right, walking, you're right.
Are you
Kurt,
here
do you
for
need
good or
to
just
borrow
for this
any
day?
red and gold decorations for your Super
Yeah.
Bowl party?
Well, it's good to see you, Jim. Always, always.
Are you gonna have a Super Bowl party?
Cause we got plenty of red and gold for you to borrow if you
It's-
need
It's
it.
gonna be a whole red and gold Super Bowl this year. And I figured you.
Well, the
only had-
49ers at least have the real gold.
Well, the Chiefs are more like 80s Cyclones, where it was more red and yellow.
Well, we can help you if
Well, that's it.
if you need something, just let us know.
No, okay, I will. Hey, I'll call you.
My last commander was
You only
really
have the
big
gold
on
side.
Kansas City
You only
Chiefs.
have to go by
So
the
much so
gold.
that he invited them to come to our base. We gave them guns with blanks and they had to play war with us.
Well, that's
And
fine.
only 8 of them showed up. And of course, I was a Dallas Cowboy.
I was still like go back.
Never changed, you know, so he said, I said, hey, can I talk to him? I said,
No, we go
no.
back.
Well, usually
This is about the Chiefs only.
Usually they don't
Yeah,
have
we
fans
had
that really
people lined up,
We
they
can
said,
go
Oh, yeah.
and then they sent out emails to all their buddies all over the United States, all the
A lot of
Chiefs, and
fans.
did shout, you
There was
guys
not that many out of state fans in the
Oh,
You
gosh,
that,
I
they were,
went
they
there
were at
next
a lot
football,
of
watched
he
everything.
had posters.
Basketball, and you walk over and you just go in and
That's
watch
all Chiefs
basketball.
stuff, some military
Now
stuff.
you can't buy.
But he had a
Oh,
really good
okay.
nice refrigerator, he kept it.
Yes.
And they're rude fans. You see what they're doing insane to that poor coach?
Oh, come on.
What they do.
They were really heckling.
Talk about rude fans. I had an Iowa fan dump beer on me once at a game.
I put it this way, whoever.
I think it's pretty hard for Iowa fans to criticize behavior of problems.
We saw back and, you know, when they left, I knew I
I know.
Were you wearing your glasses?
Of course, I was up in the third deck.
And I just believe when we were on the field, it's like, and I would go, you know, I didn't see you suit up, but where are the field? What position were you
Oh, you thought that?
It's fun to enjoy the game.
When you're on the court, did you see
And my
people
wife's being from Europe,
coming on the
and
court,
my
you probably
brother-in-law's
should be
Italian.
run.
I mean, they're big into soccer. They call it football, no, soccer. Football's America.
I mean, if the Hawkeyes.
Throw it, it's a football.
Well, we're smart enough not to run into
I
it.
haven't seen a drop kick in a long time.
She didn't.
Yeah.
She was, you see the other.
I did see that, I felt like there was something wrong with their arm.
She like, anytime she gets fouled, I go to the ground. There's a little show there.
Yeah, I mean, those fans get
Guys
so
don't
crazy.
ever do that.
Nope. Avoid those guys.
Yeah, men athletes, they can do a little
Well, we're
shit.
usually tougher, but.
Well, I
Oh,
Wow.
Kurt, I just think of the football players who make a touchdown, the giant
Anything you wanna say,
activity,
go
they're
ahead.
dancing, they're, you know,
well,
they show off.
college
Say
and NFL did try stopping that, but it was against
I took it.
Yeah, the crowd likes it.
no, that's how they,
HR.
I don't know how they said it, but.
And that'll
So they
be
did away with that,
closed
but now they can do
session.
it again, as long as it's not what else.
Looks like it goes from
Well, what's his name got fined for, or actually the reporter got fined
Ordinance.
when,
Voting fees.
the
Oh,
seat
That's
before
the voting piece.
NFL.
Yeah, they had the hearings.
Went up to this reporter, grabbed his phone, and he did a backflip.
other things also approved. Because I was here.
And then he handed it back to him.
Oh, see, you shouldn't
Somehow
touch
they,
it.
they talked, or he had to do with it, but the reporter got fined, or got his, deal taken away.
Because he let him do it, yeah.
Like, already.
You shouldn't touch other people's.
It gets a little ridiculous when they're out there doing a play.
First meeting.
All the linemen come down, sit down, and they're rowing a boat or something, and it's just like,
Those lines were all.
act like you don't understand,
Taken care of.
you know?
And we've had to go through.
A lot of times you do it when they're behind.
All that.
They had to get back to the sideline and
State.
think about the next drive.
The only thing the state did was.
But I guess
they're
I think they
allowed
can.
southwest corner of the one district.
Yeah.
That's on the other side of the Indian reservation. And they made,
They had to push it off the.
they made it look like they're down there. Their jobs. Trying to say their job, you know what I mean?
Right. So, yeah.
They're.
Yeah. Well, no, there's some people.
Are they?
Yeah, because I met the mother and the daughter who last time we called themselves was. They were to Montana.
Yeah.
And they were younger, and we needed younger people to do the tables and church.
We need younger people for everything.
Yeah.
Younger people aren't getting involved.
Even in the church, I mean, it's bad, because young people just don't care. I shouldn't say don't care.
It's too many comforts.
Yes.
There's too many other things we can dig off,
Yeah.
but
Too much sports for the
Right,
kids.
on Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, it used to be on Wednesdays, you could schedule it in town, because they would go to the church.
No.
Not away with that.
Not as bad as Sunday morning.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We drive, well, I don't, that's the school, so it's for the school. It's like, yeah, no, we've seen.
Yesterday morning, we went to our annual meeting at church. That's during church service, trying to make sure we
Ben
had
was very good.
a quorum, enough people.
Yeah.
And we even scheduled the kids to sing that. We had 8 kids come on, we normally have 15, 20. And they said, you know, a couple of the big families, oh, no, they got sports.
And chances are you might struggle to get that many.
We had.
Oh, boy.
But
You look at
we
this,
had a new family show, when I say new, we.
by far, a
They
record
have,
for me
parents have.
last year.
This is their.
Big claims, Kurt?
Almost don't even wanna look at the rest. What the hell?
Even though Friday morning, my wife was teaching Sunday school. Kids in Sunday school. 4 to 13, so
You know, I've heard that if you.
that's good.
I know, we switched, we had Sunday school on Wednesday nights for a couple of years. We had upwards of 50 to 60 kids. We switched back to Sunday night.
It's a new age.
They're just,
Hey, up front, yeah.
you can't blame them, because if you don't show up for practice, you don't get to play.
What's that, Bill?
I remember Blue Hills when I first moved to Texas. Came back from church, I was 16. But a lot of counties, this is.
Close I can. I saw Kurt at church yesterday morning, just from the side. I didn't think it was him. He got one of those different glasses on. I wasn't sure. But he just became a member of the church. So I'm reading the service. I said the announcements, I said, welcome Kurt. And then afterwards I said, was I supposed to mention that? Or whatever?
No, he didn't like that?
He said, that's okay.
My mom quit buying it because it was going like that.
can't get in.
I know.
They try. Yeah.
I'm glad you caught up, Richard.
Well, it'd be the.
You know, I was out doing chores. It takes a while to get warmed up.
Got your coffee.
I don't have my long time. We're from the.
I heard that.
Yeah, it was cool. And they had winter t-shirts. And I bought one. And I said, before we leave, we'll buy more.
Were they nice and soft or?
Yeah, they're nice and soft. They're like 50% polyester and whatever else is.
Well, up north it gets a little bit colder.
It's nice wearing that. Hey, how you guys doing? You guys continue your time, the seats are gone. Yeah. I like it.
Tom, you can sit, you know what, you can sit right here, you won't have to use your hearing.
I'll ask some of them up north.
What?
So do I need to bring a cake?
Ask Mom. Gifts would be appreciated though.
Checks?
My birthday's this week.
Oh, wait.
And his wife was friends.
She seems to think she's
So,
Is it still friends?
good friends.
Oh, good friends.
We were friends with her long before we met her. Richard, I'm just joking, just bring yourself.
Bring your checkbook.
Bring your, be appreciated, like you don't need to.
I remember you don't have a job.
Just no singing. No singing.
No singing?
No singing.
Oh.
Sorry.
So if I get the family call from Europe, we get Finnish, Swedish, Italian, and English. And we do that. That's, we now, my wife sings in Finnish, I sing in American.
As long as you harmonize, fine.
There's good.
No, she's just commenting on, she's heard me sing.
No, I'm just commenting that I don't want anybody to sing.
It's just inviting singing.
Yeah, I'll tell her. She's the one that always starts.
Is that when you would you guys please sing in places like
It took me a while. We had a really good wrestling tournament Friday.
Carolyn,
I
Carolyn.
got done.
You know my mom.
No, I'm not gonna believe it. And then you can move it. And then you can move it.
We'll just put your food in the clam chowder.
Carolyn.
see, she listens to me.
Not by mom.
Yeah, best of it is always, Dan's always big and he's always.
You gotta get the right frequency.
Sorry. You're also like 3 feet closer than I am.
See, I've got kids. And there's a certain range where voices.
I always also pick up really well. That's totally clear it out. It's been running the whole time. Apparently the Board of Health budget is getting, the Board of Health budget is getting. They left out a nurse's salary. I don't know if it's a nurse, they left out somebody's salary, so it's gotta go up 100, which probably pushed about what they're spending.
Text would be nice.
Something about the sanitary salary, advertising. Because they're all kind of like, why are they doing a billboard?
Saturday probably.
So yeah, they're gonna look at that again.
Stuff.
Oh, so you set an own budget here?
Yeah. That's true, they, I mean.
No, or Karen brought it up this morning, they forgot it, so we'll pass it on.
Cause I asked the questions. This is Tuesday.
He's also working like, he's been working a lot with J-Rex and stuff.
No.
It's just what he does. What? Pretty good. Very by the book though, so a lot of people don't like him. Apparently it's costing people money. Of course, it's also inviting lawsuits. He doesn't have to do it.
Morning, Garrett.
Alright, I guess I got 9:15, start with the pledge.